A lot of dead people here. I'm over at the cemetery. They say men make more than women do, but it's strongly considered now to be a lie. But you better believe that women live longer than men do. You know, you have to think about how many men in a cemetery. Of course, a lot of them died of old age, you know, things like that. But as I look around here, all the mosquitoes swarm around my... Whoa! Swarm around my bald head. I see flags here commemorating firefighters who I'm sure maybe, you know, retired from being a fireman. Not all men die in the line of duty if they're firemen or police officers or military. But we have an area back over here, memorial commemorating dead soldiers. And we have a small hill over here for dead soldiers who were unidentified. I suppose they were in the war and they were just blown to bits, so they can't be identified. Have that over here. But yeah, not only do women live longer, but they're less likely to die at work than men. Men have always taken the unwanted jobs, the dirty work of, you know, of course in the military, dying on the front lines of the military, being blown to bits, not even being able to tell who you even were. You just decreased to pulp. And I'm looking around, I see a lot of flags commemorating firemen. I'm not going to go investigate each one, but I hope they were just got to live to be ripe old men and were able to retire. But fireman is a very dangerous job. Being a soldier in the military is a very, very dangerous job. Being a policeman is a very dangerous job. A lot of gravestones here. I'm just looking at the stones, and you know, a couple will have a stone together, and she outlives him by more than a few years, like you're told. A lot of it looks like some of them are 30, 40 years. You know, maybe he just died of natural causes. Maybe not. Incredible. Absolutely incredible. There's another flag over here commemorating a fireman. I really hope they were ripe old men, but I don't know. A lot of the men over here were men to die at war. Korea, Vietnam, World War I, World War II. Very sad. You know, then women have the audacity to complain about how they make less, which they don't. They make 77 cents to the dollar. It's because they only work 77% of the time that men work. Men are more likely to put in overtime, more likely to work a second job, and more likely to work more dangerous jobs that will pay more. Like I said, you know, electricians, auto mechanics, all sorts of engineers, train engineers, and nuclear engineers, and working on goddamn fishing boats, and also to men who take careers in the military and who take careers in fire and police work. So yeah, if you want to make good money, you can, but there's going to be danger involved. There's another flag over there commemorating a fireman. Man, I don't even want to go over there and look at it. You know what I'm saying? I just want to just hope that he just, I could bet anything it's a guy, the male. I just hope he lived a ripe old age. But yeah. Women complain about not making enough. Well, I guess us men could complain about not being able to live as long. Not because of health reasons, but the fact that we die on the job. While long after you're dead, your wife will happily spend your pension and Social Security and your retirement investments. She'll happily spend that. Thing is, I don't think a MGTOW can take a lower paying job. Like my job is really safe. There's very little danger involved in my job. Of course, being a guy, I have to do some of the most dangerous work in the place that I work. You know, that, yeah, definitely. Definitely, I have to do some of the more dangerous work. And the men I work with have to do more of the dangerous work. The women, not so much. Not so much. Not at all, really. Don't end up a statistic. Don't be afraid to just take an easy, laid-back job, even though it may not pay as well. When you're a MGTOW, you can afford to do that. You know? You don't have to die when you're 25 in the line of duty, or die fighting a fire, or be turned into pulp. So yeah, choose MGTOW and live longer. Yeah, all right. Thank you very much. This is Arctos Bouchard. Please like and subscribe. And play it safe. If you don't know how to go, just go MGTOW. Thank you very much.